All right, good morning, guys. It's Monday, and can't believe I'm saying this, but this might be or may not be the last episode in a while. Our account is basically down to two trades, or at least that's how I want it to be. I can't go lower than that. So we have about $41 to lose this account, and I'm banking it on only two trades. One is GPBAUD that I've already set a limit, you can see, and okay, that hasn't played out yet. Okay, I'd already done the analysis. I'd done the analysis. I left it here. So this isn't canon. So on gold, on gold and GBBAUD, those are the two trades I want to. So gold, I'm waiting for markets to get into the zone. For this is the zone I'm expecting the sell to come from because I believe gold is really, really bearish. And I'm only entering on confirmation. Then GBBAUD. And says you can spot this trend line. So on the 5 minutes, I'm waiting for an entry because this zone I've already gotten the confirmation I needed. Okay, market got in here, gave this other block. Market came here, sold, we changed character, went back up, we swept this high, triggered, went deeper into the, will I say, the volume part of the candle, the body of the candle, not just the wick. And now about to break structure. So market has left behind this evening star. So my entry is evening star covering this place. That's my stop. Nothing too crazy because if I wanted to do something pretty crazy, I'd do something like this, but it's not worth the risk anymore. So risking just $10 here to take out this trend line liquidity. Take out this trend line. So that's about the trade. A pretty short trade. A stop loss is 21 pips. Target 101 pips. So that's the that's that. So I'm just risking 10 on this. My main my main trade is going to be gold because gold usually requires a lot. So something I discovered when I was studying gold, not studying per se, I was doing my analysis on gold, is that on 1 hour chart, my stop loss size is my stop loss value or my P value. I don't know how to explain this, but for instance, this range is 28.78 pips. If I were to measure this same range, let's say for a stop loss or take profit, my take profit is going to be about for 0.01 lots, it's going to be about $29 or $28.9. So with that, it's quite easy to calculate how much you're risking on gold without having to do a lot of math. But if you want the exact figures, I think there's something for that. So that's what I have on gold. So I'm waiting for this because this zone is about 25 pips, call it 26, which is going to be $26. So I will leave $41. I'm risking 26. I risk 26 on gold because I believe we're going to sell for a while. So I don't need a good sell. Silver and gold actually correlate. I'd have gone with silver, but silver does not have very decent spread. Does not have very decent spread. So gold and that. But this Japanese index, before I'm sure of any trade, I need to see market either taking out this low or doing something because we have formed another a double top here. Until we break structure lower, that's when I feel I'm going to look at this pair. For now, it's just to set an alert. So this is the first part of the recording for today. If I record again, I'll be when I'm in a position. So for now, that's it. Wish me luck. Can we turn this disaster into something good? Can we go from $41 out of drawdown? Let's see. Or will this be the end for now? Alright, catch you later, guys. Catch you later. All right. Good evening. Welcome back to a guy that's about to blow his 100 account. All right, so this is a trade that I've taken, but all right, let's take that out. So today we took one trade, which is a stop loss. I think you guys have gotten used to hearing that recently. So this was where we shorted from. It was a 5 minutes. This was the main zone. Let me use 15 minutes. So this was the zone we're looking out for. So as you can see, markets went on this zone, tapped on this trend line, fell on 5 minutes. We even had a double break of structure. So it's not a trade that I'll say I rushed into. No, I was patient with this one. At some point, it looked as if the market had left us. So you can see we had a change of character, a first break of structure. That's after going into the zone. Change of character, break of structure, double break of structure. Where was my POI? I used this place as my POI. This whole thing. About this high. I wasn't greedy. I was not greedy. Markets looked as if it was going. I told myself by 11 a.m., if market was still falling, I'd remove the limit because the trader I've counted it as a lost trade. So market came back, tagged me. So we're up about 1%. I think that was the highest we went before market reversed on me. So yeah, 1.3%. We're up about. My risk was $10 by the way, about $10.8. So we're up about 15% before it hits. That was the highest point this trade went. So yep, our bias was wrong. It took out even the other zone we're looking out for. Where did I mention that? But I marked it out. So I feel this market is going to buy to this area before anything happens. My indicator says this is a strong high, and yes, it can be a strong high because this was some weeks back we're trying to buy, and this was the peak of this move after I reacted from a breakout block. So it's possible this is a strong high. So if I'm looking for any sells again, I'll be looking at this zone for sells. But for now, I'm done with this guy. So this is probably in Cindy/Asian session. GU has finally sold. Still ranging actually, forming a sort of an upward channel. So having something like this one, GU. So I'm looking for what is going to happen there. Japanese index structure. Also, we have this market as looks like it's going to form a new low. BTC finally broken out of its range on the daily. So expect more sells. Seems like BTC is going to reach 88k very soon because what's going on? This was the range it broke out today. Silver. So I did a little something. I didn't take any trade by the way. This is how I used to trade. Do I miss it? I don't really know right now. So I drew this. I don't know what this thing is called. Is it a wedge? Maybe it's a channel. Maybe it's a pennant. I've forgotten what these things are called. So we're ranging, and as you know, it's accumulation. We explode somewhere. So this was the explosion. We actually exploded, closed. Did we close? That was on what time frame was that? We went out, yes, we closed below, manipulated. We manipulated, went back in and went out. Fine trade here, 3.99 hour, but yeah, I just did graphics design because I said it was good I wanted to trade, but then maybe I shouldn't have stuck to that. I would have taken this trade instead. Oh well, we stuck to the plan. Finally gold. Finally gold. I was waiting for a reversal into this zone, but apparently gold has chosen not to buy. It's choosing only to sell today. Gold is down 63 points today, so leaving the market today with nothing. So tomorrow, what outlook do I have tomorrow? Do I go? I have okay. Just keep talking. On MT5, you can see GBP count is about $29 left to take it. So the next time we are going to, I'm still trying to decide what do I look for this short. I need to do another analysis again before I look for any short, or do I just look out for something else? A sort of pull back into selling this guy, or I look at. I'm not sure yet, but I'll keep you guys posted regardless. So that's all for now. Catch you guys next time, being Tuesday tomorrow. All right. Good morning. It's Tuesday and already on MT5. This might be the last trade of the account. It might not be the last trade of the account. I got in for a buy, jump into trading view. I jumped in for a buy on GBP USD. GBP USD. I went in for a buy here. And as you can see, we're in a bit of drawdown. Nothing too crazy. I think I entered about here for a minor, for a folder. Okay, I got in about there. All right, so this is where I got in. Stop loss is just here, and I'm leaving this trade about outside this range, about here, because I believe that's a zone that market could reverse from this other block up here. Might be the last trade and might not be the last trade. So that's what we have on the account. So I'm taking this zone as inducement. The market has failed to take out. So it's looking really crazy right now. So the idea is to buy and get out of here. So let's see. I went in full in the account is about okay, it's 28. My stop loss is 24. I think I'll just increase it to 28 at once. So I know if the stop is taken, the account is gone. It's not actually a good feeling. Already down 1 hour. Yeah. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Catch you guys later. Guys, so it's been some days since I made my last recording, but you wouldn't exactly notice. Yeah, so we got stopped out on the GU trade that we took, and as you know, we went in with the last $28 that was on the account. Apparently, the trade blew the account. You can see that we're buying the market. So after, did it give up to 1 hour? Almost no, it didn't. 0.9. It was just consolidating. And we got it wrong. We thought we saw something, but then we did not. So finally, GU broke out of this whole range or whatever was happening, and it sold yesterday. That's when the Mensa happened. So we go into this trade on Tuesday or this Monday, and here we are. Lost the account. So jumping to MT5. All right, so you can see that on MT5 it's showing nothing because we have lost this account. Yeah, this was the trade. G went in here and we got stopped out here. See how far we went, came back, got stopped out, and you can see the chart is this is live market because account has ended. So jumping to the dashboard. So coming back to our dashboard, this is what it looks like on a failed 5K account, funded 5K. I failed it. Yeah, so I have total of 122 trades, which is, I don't know if that's bad. It looks like a lot actually, it's a lot. 43 lots average all this. My win rates all got pretty low. 7 trading days out of 3. Yeah, so that was basically the 5K account. So looking at my calendar in November, wasn't really the best. I had a losing, that was a Sunday, basically a losing week. I was just losing. I think at this point, you guys had already seen where these accounts was headed with the consistent losses. Like profits became a thing of the past. It got so bad, like damn, hardly any wins. So at this point, there's definitely something wrong with the system. So we traded these accounts from September 10th to November 17th, about 2 months. So we had a good run. How did the account survive that long? Massive wins and reasonable risk management. 220.79. So I think I'll need to look at my other accounts. 130, 120, 67, 10. That's how I basically survived. So looking at my other accounts, let's say with my phase 2 I passed. This was my last past account. Let's view the dashboard. I think I usually have a very funny equity curve across all my challenges. I started trading it in August, I believe so. So August started with 1 hour. Usually I start every challenge with 1%. I got in 1%. I lost the trade. That was the first day. Second day, got in 2 trades with about $25. Lost it. Third day or third trade, break even. It was just going losses. So you can see that I started and fell into drawdown. It's terrible for anyone's psychology. But then I made $70, which at least set us back 2.5 trades, a couple of trades. Made 70, lost, it's lost. Made 21, lost 26, made 120. So this win had covered for these 2 losses, but then not for everything. Took a couple more losses. This was basically a break-even day. $17. So this month was just bad. We're almost 4% down. We went in, caught a massive win, which basically cancelled all our losses. We lost 1%, went to lose a couple percent, and closed with this. So if you kind of look at it, my whole trading system, I think, has been broken. Yeah, I close it. I usually use massive profits to just clear mine. But then since this time, I couldn't close any trades with very high risk reward. So see 317, 279. It was really crazy. Going back to look at my phase 1, I've not exactly had any win that has come from compounding little by little, little by little. This should be my phase 1. Yes, phase 1. It's always one massive explosion and then I'm there. Is it luck? I don't know. Is it luck? I believe I started trading this account in July. Okay, it was August. So first trade 1% was a loss. Second trade loss. Loss. God, this is terrible. So I think looking at my history now, I've had a lot of reds generally, but then the wins started coming. I didn't trade it on Friday. On Saturday, this is crypto 168. Sunday 154. Already these 2 wins had covered like all my losses. Because this is $300. But if you add all this, it's not up to 300. This is $100. 170 is up to 200. So these 2 wins had covered all my losses. Then I another loss, a minor loss. I made a profit. I made profit 166. Made profit 173. So I think my phase one was my peak before my performance started dropping along my phase two and going to 400. So by 400, I was just making it by a hair's length. I was on my last breath. Let's put it like that. So yeah, you can see my phase one. I basically traded it for roughly 2 weeks. Roughly 2 weeks. 22 trades and just a month. I didn't trade it. But it's when I got into my phase. My phase two was my longest. My phase two was my longest month of trading an account. And I failed it in the end because, yeah, from the red amount of red, you could see that it was going to happen. It wasn't how many wins was I getting. I saw psychology got messed up and like a lot of things. So now I'm just back to, I need to back test and find, there's a problem in my strategy. I do score some very, very high risk reward trades, but then I need less reds and more of, even if it's minor greens, maybe risk reward of 3 and thereabout. So yeah, so that's what we're going to. So for now, rounding up, we're going to go into an isolation time that will not be taking any live trades. I'll be trying to refine my strategy and find what works for me because excuse me, I've been trading, and for some time now I've been having this question at the back of my mind: what do I trade? I kind of feel like I've learned some stuff. I also have learned a lot, but I've learned some stuff, and it's kind of making me confused in exactly what I'm doing. I could see something and I see something else, and yeah, market direction just gets very confusing. So yeah, I'm kind of going back. You can see me drawing my channels again. You can see drawing all these things. Yeah, I'm in a rough state. So and it's at this point I need to leave what I've been learning and find what works for me. So I'm going on that journey, and for now, this might be my last recording on my trading journal series. It was a good run. We had 6 parts down. This will be the seventh and last part for now. But when we're back to trading prop firms, I will be trading. I'll resume with episode 8. That'll be. I'm still confused on whether to get an instant funded account or just go for another 5K and start all over again. It's a long process, but if you're consistent, you should be able to pass a prop firm within 2 weeks. 2 weeks pass phase one, 2 weeks pass phase two, get funded. So about a month to pass phase one and phase two. It's not really a big deal. It's just when you're good. It's a skill issue actually. So yeah, I looked at this week. I went back to reflect. If I had waited for all my trades to the trades I had initially to reach where they were supposed to, you'd find that I wouldn't have lost my account. So it's an issue of psychology and pressure in trading and a lot of things. Sorry about my network. I don't know what's going on. So a lot of things actually. So I had this gold. Okay, this was my point of entry, point of interest. I would have missed this. I had BTC. It's just a random trade I jumped into. Although this is graphics design, by the way. I got into this trade, I believe, on Tuesday. When was this? On Tuesday night. And again, this is not a live trade. That's why it's not recorded. I got in and see, Bitcoin is really bearish. And it hit take profit today. I looked at myself. I was like, I'm still hitting take profits off the charts. But then it shows that it's my psychology. My technical analysis does need work. But then my psychology is more of the problem. It's really the problem because if I was patient, I would have gotten all these wins. I'd have gotten all these trades in the bag. I've gotten them. Yes, losses still come here and there because I'm not perfect. But you can see this silver trade. I had said this was it. I marked it out. And in the end, I still did not take the trade because I wasn't patient enough to wait for this trade. So, yeah, it's a psychology thing. You can see we hit take profit. It's about 3.8. Very clean trade, 3.8 R.
Then on Bitcoin it was about a 3.6, about a 3.7. So already that's a, so you can see this was 3.7 and our silver was about a 3 point what, 3.8. So that was basically 7.1 hour. Risking 20. That's, I wouldn't have been where I currently am if I had waited for my trades. And yeah, so in the end, it wasn't even an issue of, oh, I have a lot of pairs. No, it was not that. It's just a psychology thing. Just a psychology thing. So this is, I'm just doing a demo. I don't think anyone wants to watch anyone wants to watch me doing demo. So I'll just demo trade, study, find my edge again. Do I have to mix, because I'm currently trading smart money concepts, structural liquidity, and point of interest. But then we still have the basics. I call this support and resistance, basic support and resistance, chart patterns. I need to find my edge in the sense that am I mixing chart patterns with SLP, that supply, structural liquidity, and POI? Or am I just leaning? So I need to answer that question of what do I trade? I believe when I can answer that question, I I'll find my edge and I'll be able to pass and get funded and get a payout and embark on this journey in a better, more comforting way. So this will be the last video for now, guys. So take it easy. See you guys next time.